Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another Christmas movie review for the month of December. In tonight's Christmas movie review, this review is going to be on the original black and white film released in 1947, Miracle on 34th Street. In this Christmas classic, Miracle on 34th Street is about an old man going by the name of Kris Kringle who fills in for a Santa at a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Yeah. So Kris Kringle proves to be such a hit that he's soon appearing regularly at the chain's like main store, like mostly like the Macy's chain store in Midtown Manhattan. When Kris Kringle surprises customers and employees alike by claiming that he really is Santa Claus, it leads to a court case to determine his mental health and more importantly his enthusiastic they're basically trying to find out if Kris Kringle really is Santa Claus. And yeah. So last year, I actually watched the original Miracle on 34th Street. I think I actually streamed it on Hulu last year, as far as I remember. And all I can say is I think this is actually a really great Christmas classic in black and white. Yeah. I did enjoy. I really adored other black and white Christmas movies that were released during the vintage days, like like in my last review, It's a Wonderful Life and Christmas in Connecticut. And yeah, and all I can say is Miracle on 34th Street is definitely one of them. One of the best Christmas classics ever to be released during the old days. Like, because I know this is a really old movie, and since this was on Hulu, I think this is actually one of the oldest 20th Century Fox movies I ever watched. Yeah. And I gotta say, the cinematography is actually well shot. And I think during scenes involving the Macy's chain store, but also the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, it really gives you that nostalgic feeling of watching the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade every year on Thanksgiving. And yeah, this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade was also really pretty good too, as usual. Awesome. But as for this movie, I gotta say, Miracle on 34th Street, I think I actually really enjoyed. Even though I did have some nitpicks here and there. Yeah. But one of my nitpicks I do have with this film is that I think the pacing itself can be a little like a slow burn for a second, but then once I understood the story, then I think it actually picks up. I mean, yeah, the pacing was kind of so here and there. And this is kind of like with Christmas in Connecticut, released during a summer or early season of the year. Like Miracle on 34th Street, the original was actually released in not only in 1947 but also on May 2nd, like May 1947. Because I think there was a reason why these old-fashioned Christmas movies came out during an early season of the year instead of like November or December. I think the reason for that is because I think it was back then. I think that they had like low budgets or something, as far as I'm guessing, for wild guesses. But I think as years pass, I think viewers and movie viewers started to watch these like old fashioned Christmas movies released in like May or August. They usually watch it like around either late November or December throughout. Yeah. But that aside, Miracle on 34th Street, I thought was an interesting film. I thought it was great, and I liked it. And oh yeah, and I also can't forget about the acting performances. While I'm not really that familiar with any of the people who are in this film, but I can name a couple. Like I know like Doris Walker, who was one of the characters in the film. She was played by Maureen O'Hara. I thought she did pretty good. And Susan Walker, because one of the characters in this film is like a little girl, of course, and Natalie Wood actually plays Susan Walker in the movie. Like Natalie Wood, yeah, because I think I knew Natalie Wood when she was in the original West Side Story. Yeah, that name kind of sounded familiar, so yeah. And I gotta say, all the other people who are in this film, I think they all do it. They all do a really good job. And of course, I would consider this movie not only a Christmas classic but also a festive film. Oh yeah, and then 30 years ago in 1994, there was also a remake that came out, and I actually didn't really think the remake was all that bad in my opinion. I thought the remake was pretty good. I would give the remake, like the 1994 remake, 3.5 out of 5. I mean, I liked Mara Wilson in that version since yeah, Mara Wilson was an adorable actress from Matilda, Mrs. Doubtfire, the Thomas movie, Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And oh yeah, and of course the remake of Miracle on 34th Street from the 90s, 1994. It also has like it also has the same elderly guy from Jurassic Park. Yeah, but as for this movie, it's like I said, I would consider this 1947 Christmas classic festive, and so yeah, and there you have it, guys. That's gonna be it for my movie review on the original Miracle on 34th Street. And so, yeah, overall, I'm going to give the original Miracle on 34th Street 4 stars out of 5. Yeah, I would give the remake 3.5 out of 5. But for the original, I would give 4 stars out of 5. Yeah. If you haven't seen either one of these films, then I say these are good ones to these are good ones to check out for the holidays. And yep, and what more can I say, guys? There you have it. That's going to be it for my movie review on 1947's Miracle on 34th Street. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.